Slap Squad, welcome back to another Power Slap video. So Power Slap 13 just finished over the weekend, and I know that we all have a tremendous amount of thoughts gathered around this particular card, as do I. But for this particular video, all we're going to do is go over the final results of each match and give a quick, maybe 10 to 15 second analysis on how each match went. And that's going to start us off with the first match, I guess, on the main card, I guess this was that they tuned into, which was Luke Simmons versus Allen. Luke is a friend of the show. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm all the way biased. I hate that he lost. He got KO'd. It broke my heart. Luke, we love you here. I'm not going to lie. You were the very first Power Slap person to leave a like on the comment. Comment on one of my videos. I always appreciate you for that. Pick your head up, brother. Get another win and then call out Wolverine, man. I think that's what you should do. Honestly, I felt like you should have been fighting for this title anyway. So if you see this, pick your head up. You're a warrior. You'll move on to the next one and you'll be just fine, brother. You're a future champion. That brings us up to Michelle Brown. I'm gonna start calling her MMB. So we're gonna start calling her. This was another very weird type fight. She got DQ'd from her match, which would make Ellie the winner. She clubbed Ellie twice. 2 clubs automatically DQ you. And MMB, she's way better than that. You know, she's got more talent than that. We got to get these fouls and this club, and we got to get that down. We got to get that down. Either way, that's how that match ended, unfortunately. And so I predicted these two to win, and I'm already 0-2. And that brings us to Zakar. And oh my gosh, Power Slap, what are you doing? Bryce did not win. He got knocked out by Zakar. I picked Zakar. I know I'm not crazy. And I had to make sure. I had to check. Bryce lost. So why this says winner, I don't know. Whoever put this up on their site, you got to do better. Take that W and put it over here on my man Zakar. Put some respect on his name, okay? Please, thank you. Moving right on to James Seekman versus Pono Pao. Now, I picked Pono to win. Pono never disappoints. That man has hellacious power. But I will say, James Seekman lost a tremendous amount of weight. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, he looked good. He looked really good. Just not for the heavyweight division. I really believe that James probably needs to go down to the light heavyweight division, and I believe that he'll find some success there with the amount of weight that he lost. So Pono Pao, he delivers. I think it's time for him to get a title shot. I know the Crazy Hawaiian moved down to heavyweight. If the Crazy Hawaiian is not ready quite yet to go up in a title match, this should be Pono Pao versus DeBell. So that's what I believe. That's what I believe. That moves us on to Emmanuel Muniz. This was another very strange, weird type of fight. Christopher got the first slap, all right? Emmanuel took that slap. However, in the process of him taking that slap, Chris actually clubbed him, and I guess on impact of clubbing him, like he hit his wrist on his, I don't know, face or chin, whatever, wherever he clubbed him at, like somewhere up here. And he said that it felt like he broke his hand or broke his wrist or whatever. At that point, he was done with the match. He said he couldn't continue and he did not take his slap. Muniz felt some type of way about that, understandably. I do feel like you gotta at least take your slap and then be done. Maybe that's just me being a little too harsh, I don't know. But either way, this was a very weird match. Another weird match in the night full of weird matches. And that brings us up to champions. So that brings us up to Anthony Blackburn, who is my personal favorite power slapper. I've said it numerous times since I saw him and Muniz go at it. I don't think anybody's beating him. I don't think anybody's beating Anthony Blackburn. And so he put to sleep Azel. He put him to sleep. I'm not surprised because Blackburn is a beast. And if you've never seen Power Slap and you don't really know anything about it or the fighters or anything, I would always recommend everybody go watch Anthony Blackburn. Watch some of his highlights. He is a savage, and I think he's going to be one of the reasons that Power Slap grows, because this dude is just becoming legendary right now. Legendary run. So, and then that brings us up to Ron Bata versus Russell Riverio. What can I say, guys? This was a night of weirdness. I can't even really say like a night of champions. It was a night of weirdness. This was another weird match where, yes, Ron Bata won, but it was by DQ or doctor stoppage, or whatever it was. Russell Riverio clubbed him. Ron didn't quite feel like he was able to come back, as far as like he felt like he might have been still a little woozy, essentially. And so the doctor came in, they stopped the fight, and Ron won via DQ. And you know, we might not like the way that ended, but in this type of sport where, you know, one slap is all it takes, somebody clubs you wrong and you're still not fully recovered, I mean, can you really blame the guy? Because if Russell goes out there and knocks out Ron because of the club, nobody's going to talk about the club. They're going to talk about how Ron got knocked out. So I can kind of see both guys' points. Either way, it was a very weird match again. After the last one we had with Muniz. So it's starting to stack up a bit. It's starting to be quite a bad card. And then we run into Dumpling versus the Hawaiian Hitman. The Hawaiian Hitman beat Dumpling. So this is the night of the cards. This is what happened. This much I promise you. Subscribe and put your notifications on. We're not done with that. We're not done with the main card. Over here, we're going to tell the truth. We're going to be truthful about this main event. This main event, I don't believe is good for Power Slap, but I'm not going to get into it here in this video. But I promise you, I am going to bring it on that video when we discuss this topic. It's not about the Hawaiian Hitman winning, and it's not about Dumpling winning, but I'm gonna leave y'all with that cliffhanger. I'm gonna leave y'all with that. Hit the notifications bell, subscribe, and I will see y'all on the next one. We're gonna get into that video. Peace.